Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. This morning, we're going to be trading the open strategy. So if you want to see the criteria, how we find the stocks every morning when we trade the open strategy, go to Trading Journal Logbook, which will be linked to this, and you can pick up that logbook that has that rating, or type in Trading Journal Logbook and go watch. There's a couple of videos about it, and I talk about it on just about every open strategy one about what we do and how we find the stocks and stuff. So there are playlists that have the open strategy. So this is a particular strategy, and I'm going to go over it with you. We have 15 people with us, 16 people now. Please read this disclaimer. This is an entertainment channel through education, so we are not licensed financial advisors. Make sure you seek the advice of somebody you trust before you try to copy any of this trading style. Trade in a simulator, and make sure you're green in a simulator before you trade with real money, no matter what strategy or who you try to follow. So again, we're going to be doing 2,000 shares. Everybody here can afford that. We just went through all that with their margin account. And the way the open strategy works is I marked out the extended session low, the pre-market low, and that's almost the pre-market as well, really, right there. And then the pre-market high, which is right up here. And then I have the intraday volume profile set in here. And then the other things we do is we will set the Fibonacci level. So let me just get that. Just like we do with the RV strategy, we set that up for the open strategy just to give us something to go by. And then I also have the daily ATR here too, which is like the RV strategy. And the way we get the ATR there, well, let me show you. There's another fib down here too. That we do on a 2-day 5-minute chart. So there's a 10-day 5-minute chart and a 2-day 5-minute chart. And then we have 4 hours that are the blue lines. And those are the ones you saw kind of floating on the 5 minutes. So when they're on 4 hours, they get picked up on wicks and bodies within the ATR or a little bit outside of it in case it goes either way to give us pivot points. That's where the stock has turned around before. Usually if it's not picked up by one of these blue levels, it's picked up by a Fibonacci level. Or it's on the ATR itself. So I try to keep those all marked. But when I'm trading on a 1-minute chart, there's really very few lines that, which are levels, ceilings and floors. So they help you determine when the stock might turn around when you're looking for any possible thing to help you with that. So the market's going to open in about 5 minutes. The way we set our ATR is you go to the close of the previous day, and then it's under my picture, but it was 326.59. Then you look at the average true range over a 14-day period. You cut that in half, you divide that in half, and you take half of it from the close and subtract it and get the ATR low, and then you add half of it from the close and get the ATR high. That is your range. In range-bound trading, it's not really that big a deal for the open strategy, although it makes another level to look at once the stock starts taking off, or if it breaks the pre-market, or how close is it to the pre-market high or low. So every little edge you can get to help that might tell you the direction the stock is going to go, that's what we do. So I'll be calling the ball for everybody today. Now everybody knows that I'm not going to go in for the first couple, 2-3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes even, but they all take their own trades. They could do whatever they want to do, but I'm here to just call out what I like to do and what I will be doing. So I don't recommend that people roll the dice and just trade the second the bell rings. Not even all that. You're not even getting all the information at first, and then you got to wait for all these preset orders to shake out, and you may start to go one way and you're doing really good, and then you suddenly are losing money. So if you're really fast, and if you called it right the first time, then, sometimes it works. But I tell you, I think it's 50-50 at best, unless you've got a lot of catalyst on that stock, which is one of the things on the rating system. So, so the Meta did pretty good. I think they were a 6 or a 7. It's a 7 on the rating system this morning with all the different things we used. So that's pretty high, 7 out of 10 to trade for the open strategy. So we're hoping that we're going to get a sharp move either up or down. And what you do is you wait for it to break either the pre-market high or the pre-market low before you go in. That's what you do. You wait. That's what you're supposed to do. Where is the pre-market low? I've got this here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so this is extended. That's pre-market. So there's kind of two levels here to look at, and it's already broken that. It's already broken both of them. What is it right now? Yeah, so it's right here. This is what the market maker would give. Pre-market is just, it's not, it doesn't even make sense to look at these, frankly, because Thinkorswim just does not do good on pre-market. But there's a lot of stuff going on. It's pushing it down right now, which is real interesting. If that's the way it's going to go. Look at that 5 minute. Jesus. 38.2. Yeah, that's right there. It is a 5 minute chart, right? Wow, that looks so much more extreme on the 5 minute than the 1 minute. And this is a 1 minute, right? Okay. So why is it looking like this is moving more than that? But they're both in the exact same position. So this is the 1 minute. This is scalper's indicator. This is the daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute. Level 2, active trader, another 5 minute, 5 minute. I actually have a couple more buried in here just for screen management. So this layout you can get for free just by going in. I think it's episode 82 or 83 that has all the custom scripts, including the scalping indicator, which is amazing, that you can get for free. If you want to put it on your Thinkorswim platform. So if you like the content here, or like getting all the free stuff, remember to at least give us a thumbs up and hopefully subscribe. And we'll be putting out a lot of trading content, educational, entertaining trading content that can hopefully help you make a living. That's the idea, is to see all these different strategies. Right now we're doing the RV strategy, the open strategy, and the escalator strategy, but we cover a lot of other strategies as I talk throughout the trading. I'm usually only trading a half hour to 40 minutes every morning. And usually we're doing the RV strategy, which is the most successful, which starts a half hour after the market opens. But today I don't have as much time. So I needed to do the open strategy. So we all agreed on what stock we thought we'd do. We rated 5 of them and thought that Meta had the best chance for various reasons for us to trade at the open strategy this morning. But that doesn't mean that you can find, you may have rated a different one. There we go. We are open. So this is the hardest FOMO part. Everybody wants to jump in right here, right now, and go short. And most of you did. Yep. And that could be the good call. I just don't know. I'm going to wait. I've had better luck, accuracy-wise, waiting, but if it breaks that ATR, though, I got to tell you, I'll be seriously thinking about it. Break the ATR, retest, and then break it again, when I would definitely go in then. And I would short for sure. So it looks like it is going to continue to go down. So too early to tell, but it does look like it. Now it's pulling back a little bit. So this is 328 even, the ATR. Wow. Is that really? Okay, I'm going to get in. Wow, I wish I would have got that a little higher up there. Yeah, now it's going back up. What did I get that? 56. Oh my God, that was a terrible slip. Okay. That was like 44 cents lower than I wanted to get it. So higher, I mean. Right? Is that right? Yeah. No, lower price rise. Right. 56. No, I wanted it to be higher, so I'm shorting it, obviously. Now here's the scalping indicator, and it's telling you that the short move is very strong. So you wouldn't want to get out of this move. It's already a $900 trade. Now the idea with the open strategy is, again, you wait for it to break. It broke everything. And now we have these pivot lines, the Fibonacci's and the 4 hours, to see, will it turn around? But really the idea is get this trade and get out. I could get out right now for $1,500. Now I'm going to trade longer for you guys. I'm going to trade longer to make money. I'm going to trade longer for these guys. But theoretically, you could just get out. If this starts consolidating, I'll probably call it a day since I had to go early today and I can't do the RV strategy. And if I have time, I'd come back and do some more on the open strategy. But if this is going to continue to go down, because I could stay till almost 10 o'clock without a problem. So till I get into a scheduling difficulty problem here. So let's see what happens here. I have my Charlie, my helper, is just arriving. I'm not sure that that's going to be, we're going to need that, but need her here today, but you never know. Well, I'm probably close to last place because everybody jumped in way ahead of me. This will be tallied shortly, but I can see that everybody there's 2,000 or more. Well, of course, I just got to 2,000. Wow. Wow, it's moving fast. Look at that opening trade, guys. I don't want to lose this. This is amazing. It's just plummeting this morning. So it's probably going to come right back and retrace where there'll be a big opportunity. Now, typically when it breaks the ATR, even though we're trading the open strategy, this goes into what we call trend trading or beginning of the escalator strategy. It's a little early for the escalator strategy. I like a 15-minute move for the escalator strategy. And what the escalator strategy does, what it's supposed to do if it's working, I got to be careful there, it just automatically does it, is it breaks through the ATR, high or low, and then goes up a bit, comes back and retests it. And then as it goes back up again, or let's say you were going short, as it goes back down again, then you would jump in it then after the retesting. But we're trading the open strategy. We just got in it once it broke through the pre-market low and the ATR. It broke through the pre-market low before, even a minute was, before it even opened, I think it was below the pre-market low, right? Which doesn't make sense, but I marked the pre-market low, prior to it kept going down. I don't mark it at the very last second, but okay, so there's a retracement. So now it broke through the fib, it broke through a 4-hour. Wow, I was at 3,000 at one point. Really? So I would say that at 327, that's almost where I got in. That's where I would jump. I would reverse it. This could be the end of the downward move, guys. I mean, that was a strong downward move. I wish I would have capitalized on that when it was at the bottom of that. But, and I'll ride it a little further and try to ride it back up on a reverse. So let's see what happens here. Or not, 4,000. Wow, very tempted. 4,500. Oh my God. You don't usually get the open trades quite this good. This is good. You guys are good. I see a 6 up there. Yeah, because you started it on the first candle. Everybody's trading the same share size. Very tempted to just bank this for a minute and just take a breath here. We're at 325. Could be a serious. I'm just going to get out and just think about this. Is it going to break 325? I banked it, so I'm looking for it to break 325. It's going back and forth. I'm not going to go long because this is just too strong a move. I'm gonna get back in. I got in just in time. Look at that. Wow. So by getting out, I think I lost $400 or $500 there, but I was just playing it safe and banking that money. Now this trade's already up to 1,000. Well, it's dropping off now, but so this fib, which is 324 even, could be a serious support. Oh my God. Is it just going to blow right through that too? The next is 322. It's 323 is the next. So look at the sellers going up with the volume here. I don't see this turning around. This is so strong. Let's see what this candle does. See, there's a battle going on right here now. Finally, something's going on here. 24. I'm reversing there for a second. Getting ready to reverse right back again. Now, that was a huge chance because this just dropped a hair, right? It just dropped a hair, but yeah, so I called it right. I also want to catch up on these, catch these guys, so. I believe it's just going to fall right back off. I don't think it's going to retrace. So let's see what happens here on this one. Wow, guys are... I caught up quite a bit with that move because you guys stayed short, but now I'm not caught up again, so I missed it. Yep, I should have reversed up there. Oh, dear. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. So I held through 1500. I actually didn't set my trading plan. I should have, but typically I would have had 1,000 max loss. And I was so far ahead on the first one, and I did so well on Friday that I definitely just took a chance there. And my heart was speeding up a little bit, especially since I'm showing you guys a big loss and I'm not getting out. And I really actually didn't make a trading plan. So at this time, and that's just a major no-no. So obviously I just jumped on here quick. It kind of had in my head that whatever, it was very dangerous. I should have said 750 or 1,000. So I'm going to say 1,000 right now, and I'll stick to that. And I don't know how high that went, but I saw 1,500 in the reds. That was higher than I like to see. So that was bad trading, and I feel I got lucky here. So it happens, and sometimes I don't get lucky. So that's why you don't emulate somebody, because they're inconsistent and can lead you down a bad road, because that kind of a luck made me think everything's okay to just do that again. It's not. It was just a lucky play. And you guys see me, do crazy stuff a lot. So, I'm also trying to catch these guys. So I am doing a little bit crazier things than I should do. Is that going to go back down right there? I'm not going to let it. Oh, there's 10K. This is an amazing. Well, when you do 2,000 shares, you're going to make some or lose some money. So and these big large cap with the massive billion-dollar floats, no trouble filling. I think I'll just sell here. I'm not going to. Wow. So I lost 10. I was at 10K. You need another little thing here that says, like, here's where you were. So this is what you lost in the red from where you were. So even though you're green, you were a lot more green a second ago. That would probably just freak you out if it started to do that, Okay, so it's consolidating between the fib, two fibs right here. There it goes. Wow. Going to break through that 4 hour. I'm actually going to take that 11 and not let that happen to me again. So, yeah, I'm a short position, 325.34 short. I would probably hold till it breaks up about this fib, unless that's over $1,000, which I don't think it will be. So, this is stair stepping up now. This could be the retracement. So I don't want to get caught in the wrong position, but I'm doing some scalping here. I don't have any pattern to read. I've been looking to see if I could call out a pattern for you guys. And I'm always looking to see if I have a pattern that will help me decide when you just basically have a trend. Now, it might be on its way to retracing up here to the ATR. Yeah, so it's just, if it keeps going up like that, I got to be ready. Not supposed to be calling me. You're going to handle that, I assume. Come on, guys. What are we doing here? Wow. Yeah, I'm going to bank that, guys. And I reverse. You know how I do it. I reverse when I bank. So it's not always the smartest move. Yeah. Oops. Okay. Wow. I'm not getting out. I know I said 1,000. I'm seeing this is right at an area at 323 that I'm looking at as the potential support. So I'm not going to jump out right at this moment. There's a reason. So again, I'm breaking my rules, but I'm getting ready to jump out. Oh my God, it's getting worse. So that got to 1,600. Again, since I made that, I have more of a cushion, and I'm just looking at this move. This is where it stopped twice before. So I reversed just a little too soon there, and I'm going to let the move play out. So that's my logic. I'm not out of control. Telling myself that. Here it goes again. If it's going to break through the 23, I'm absolutely going to get out. But I could have got out and got back in and said, see, I kept it, but I knew I would have just got. Okay, so here we go. So look at this. There's finally a move. This is about to be an abandoned baby. This is a parent, and this is a baby, and this is the other parent saying, I'm not watching that kid. That's not actually what it says in the analysis, but I've always thought about it that way when I see that, like, that kid's nothing but trouble. So when you see a bearish abandoned baby, that is a sign of an upward move, at least the length of the I called the red the father, so I don't know, the mother father, but that's not necessarily true. But anyway, the bearish bullish. So the bullish should go at least that length, and usually the length of the baby you can count on. So that's what it says when you study these things, and it's doing okay. So now it's doing exactly what it said. So there's the baby now. So as it gets up to that other 4 hour, I'm going to reverse because that's the end of the move technically, according to the analysis, how you're supposed to read it. So I don't know if you got, yep, everybody's doing the same thing. So, wow, I'm going to reverse right there. That baby is definitely abandoned. What a crazy name, right? It's like when I know some writers that it's called, what is it called? It's orphaned. When you have you're doing a sentence and then there's only like one word. It goes over the last sentence goes over and there's just one. It's the end of the paragraph. That's an orphaned, I believe that's what they call it. So which of course makes sense too. So good writers are supposed to somehow edit and make that all those words line up perfectly in a paragraph. I do not care. I do not care about spelling too much. I just want to understand it. I know so many people with their own Ebonic style language that I love, and as long as I get it, I am not a stickler for any of that stuff, talking or writing. I am not that kind of guy. Seems like we're just consolidating in here. I think this was the move that most people, this is when the open strategy ended. So right now, I am doing sort of a hybrid of an RV type strategy, scalping, and an escalator strategy. Really, this is just scalping. There's no strategy here except just watching. This is when you really want to know your candlestick patterns. That move alone, made me what, a couple, $2,000-3,000. So knowing, you can see how abandoned that sucker is. Oh no, what happened here? No, that's right. Wow, I'm going to get out. I'm just going to take that 20K. Whew, you know what? I'm stopping. That is way more than I thought I'd get. Wow. So I should be counting my blessings. These last, I had a terrible day last week, and my confidence was shaken. And often what I will do is I'll come back and hit it hard so that I don't fall into a funk. And if I have a bunch of bad days, it's not revenge trading. I just, I talk to myself. I'll go out and I hike and I meditate and get a song that I might even have on repeat that just makes me think. This is just me, And I tell myself that nothing's changed. That day you were tired, and that was the day that was the problem. Your trading is not a problem. That day, that single day, was a problem. So you can let it eat away, or you can just go back to, you should even be more confident because that was. And so anyway, that's just the way I think. Everybody has their own way they lift themselves up, or the people around them, obviously being around positive people that, are like mind, that like to trade or are supportive of you, is wherever you can find them, whether they be siblings or parents or a significant other, having those people around. That if you surround yourself with negative Nancys all day long, and that doesn't mean that I think all negatives are women. When I say negative Nancy, it's a saying. I feel like I can't say anything sometimes, but when you surround yourself with negative people, it can weigh on you, right? It's so hard to fight against that when you're trying to be positive. But then on the other hand, you have to be careful because you can't weaponize optimism. I do know people like that. I love them to death, but they're hovering on depression, right? So then everything has to be positive. If you say anything, like you just want to have a conversation, anything negative in any way, it's just like, nope, that's the way I feel. It's positive, and I'm just like, whoa, okay, all right, no, man, you're right, you're good, So there's a way you can I call it weaponizing optimism, but that's a conversational when you're with people that are mostly trying to help you. So you just have to understand that, and it's about them. It's about them. They're helping themselves. So you got to help each other. You feed off each other. So you find people like that when you're not feeling good about what you're doing. I know I've, gone back and forth with a bunch of emails with you guys, and I so know where you're coming from. That's why I try to share that optimism and those things that I go through when things are not going well. And I'm going to just, so I'm talking about it again, like you just stick with it, persevere, get in a sim. If you're in a real funk and you've lost some confidence, get back in the sim, build your confidence back up, go down to baby trades. They have trader rehab that, I'll name another trader that I know and I admire, and it's Warrior Trading. And he does a certain style of trading that's not really like this, that can be really hard for some people, and other people love it. But he really gets into helping traders too about trader rehab, and just he has strategies like to step away, just make one trade. If it's doing so bad, just make one good, wait for the perfect setup, make one trade, and then shut down your computer. It's like, okay, I made $50. Okay, I made $100. Okay, I made $10. Whatever it is, walk away until you get that confidence level back. It's strongly, it's the way I feel very strongly. And there's a thing called trader rehab, and I'm not sure exactly who started it, but a lot of these different gurus have it where, certain rules to follow. You're recovering. You're recovering. So I brought this subject up a lot because of the way I felt last week. That's why I'm bringing it, not a lot today. I brought it up because of a lot of the way I was feeling last week. So I wanted to share it with you guys. I don't want to beat it up, but everybody goes through these things. And then look, you can have a good day too. This is just, this is an entertainment channel. This is what could happen. I'm entertaining you with trading. So you can't follow this. You can't. You need to make your own plan. I got to make sure you remember that important thing. It's all up to you. It's all up to you and what you do. Okay, guys? But you're not alone. You have a community around you. I'm here. There's a lot of other people. I'm not trying to sell you anything here. I'm just telling you my true feelings of what's going on. So anyway, I'm very happy right now. It's a good day for me. I'm happy this went well. I probably could have made some more money here just watching this, but it is just sort of stopped its big move. And I'm looking at everybody there. Do we have any? I was looking as we were talking. I saw 22K. I think I'm in third. Yeah, everybody else is below 20. So yeah, I can't believe I didn't even see it getting here. That was so fast. It felt like nothing at all. And I don't know why, because other days making $1,000 can seem like you're having your tooth pulled. So, all right, guys, stay green out there. Be careful. Trade in a sim, and I will see you soon.